אני מדבר עם כל ישראליתים בערבות כנפות של הארץ, גם זקן אסף בנמי קריספין לוי מיישוב ישראלית של העיר פריירה ברד. אני הייתי רוצה לדבר על תורה, הדבר אשר יוצא מרבה YHUH. Here, the elder Assaf Benami, Crispin Levi, which speak with you, and I would like to continue with the teachings of the Torah, eternal covenant, or covenant Torah. I would like to read in the Torah, in the item, number item 79. We're speaking about the sacrifice, the olot. And it's very important. You put your heart to study and to check out and check in Ramitzvot Shel Torah, or the commandments of the Torah. And in the number we spoke in the last study, we spoke about the Maser. And now we're going to speak about the firstborn of clean animals, or holy and belonging to Yahweh. Shemot, Exodus, chapter 13, verses 2. I invite you to read with me, and the Ruah, Shel Yahweh, can wake you up to the understanding of the Torah. Shemot, or Shemot 13. Two. And Moshe said to the people, remember this day in which you went out of Mitzrayim, Egypt, out of the house of slavery, for by strength of land Yahweh brought you out of this place. And whatever is leavened shall not be eaten. Shemot, the first of clean animals. Let me see here. And today you are going out in the month Abib. And it shall be when Yahweh brings you into the land of Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he swore to your fathers to give you, a land flowing with milk and honey, that you shall keep the serve in these men. Well, the firstborn of clean animals, or holy and belong to Yahweh. And in many verses of the Torah, the Eternal calls Israel as the firstborn, his firstborn. And because that the firstborns of clean animals or holy belong to Yahweh, because the Eternal One and took out Israel, our forefathers, from Egypt with his holy hands, with signals and the marvels, lifnei Pharaoh and lifnei the Egyptians. Well, we're going to see in the oral law the firstborn of clean animals are holy and belong to Yahweh. We're going to see Bereshit 4:4. Bereshit 4:4. And Rebel also broke of the firstborn of his flock and of their fat, and Yahweh looked to Rebel and his offering. Then it commences, or it initiates with Rebel, the just one, and he had care of to prepare the firstborn of his flock and of their fat, or to prepare an sheep or burnt offering to Yahweh. And while Cain did have this proposal to do it to the Eternal One, then the firstborn of clean animals are holy and belong to Yahweh. It's very important. It's very important to note to see the verses 12 in Shemot. We read the two that Israel is compared with the firstborn, and the verse 12 that I'm going to read now. And that you shall pass over to Yahweh, every one opening the womb, and every firstborn that comes from your livestock, the males, belong to Yahweh. Belongs to Yahweh. And because that our fathers, all those animals, when they had animals, they prepared the firstborns, the clean animals, to offer to Yahweh, the Yah spirits. While the disobedient ones offered to Yahweh, and the animals crippled, the animals impure, and the Eternal One did accept the impure animals, just the pure animals. Well, we're going to read this verse in the Torah in the time of YHUH and his Talmud. This item number 79. Luke, chapter 2, verse 23. Luke. Luke chapter 2, verses 23. As it had been written in the Torah of Yahweh, every male who opens the womb shall be called set apart to Yahweh. Okay, this was when Yeshua was circumcised, and his parents prepared the first of the animals clean to offer to Yahweh. And when the days of her cleansing, according to the Torah of Moshe, were completed, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to Yahweh. As it has been written in the Torah of Yahweh, every male who opens the womb shall be called set apart to Yahweh. Hallelujah. Well, we're going to the other item number 18, or H. The firstborn sons belong to Yahweh, but may be redeemed. Shemot, Exodus, chapter 34, verses 19-20. And let's see in the Torah, Shemot 34. Shemot 34, verses 19-20. Everyone opening the womb is mine, and every male firstborn among your livestock, whether bull or sheep. But the firstborn of a donkey, you ransom with a lamb. And if you do not ransom, then you shall break his neck. Every firstborn of your sons you shall ransom, and they shall not appear before me empty-handed. Then you can see that every male that opens the womb was offered to Yahweh. And except the donkey, because the donkey, it could be changed by, could be ransom, but the firstborn of a donkey, you ransom with a lamb. It could be ransom or changed by a lamb. And they shall not appear before me empty-handed. And we spoke in the first lesson, the former lesson of the Torah, okay. Because the persons that did want to give your maser, your tithe, your offerings, they will stay out of the kingdom, Malhut of Shamayim, because it is written. And the firstborn sons belong to Yahweh, but may be redeemed. And until the man, if he was born the firstborn, you could to redeem it. And the Kohen evaluate it, and you pay it a price for it, and your firstborn, okay, return it to your house. And all the animals, impure animals, were ransomed as well, because the Eternal One just accepts the clean animals and the men clean ones, because that in the day of the judgment, many impure ones will get out from the Malhut Hashamayim, the kingdom of Shamayim. Well, the firstborn songs belong to Yahweh, but may be redeemed. Now we're going to see the oral law. Oral law. Bereshit 43:33. Bereshit chapter 43, verses 33. Bereshit 43, verses 33. Bereshit chapter 43, verses 33. And they set before him the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the men looked at each other in astonishment. And he took a portion to them from before him. But Benjamin's portion was 5 times as much any of theirs, and they feasted and they drank with him. Then you can see the meeting of Joseph with his brothers. And the firstborn was Reuben, or Reuben, okay. And the firstborn had privilege because they took account of his brothers. But to Benjamin, because Benjamin was Joseph's brother by part of Rahel, the mother, was privileged. But the reckoning was of the firstborn. The firstborn was taken to the Eternal One to be presented. And he was redeemed or ransomed. Well, let's see this number item. The firstborn sons belong to Yahweh, but may be redeemed. We're going to see the time of YHUH and his Talmud. Luke chapter 2, verses 21 to 27. Luke chapter 2, verses 21 to 27. And when 8 days were completed for him to be circumcised, his name was called YHUH, the name given by the messenger before he was conceived in the womb. And when the days of her cleansing, according to the Torah of Moshe, were completed, they brought him to Jerusalem to present him to Yahweh. As it has been written in the Torah of Yahweh, every male who opens the womb shall be called set apart to Yahweh. And to give an offering according to what is said in the Torah of Yahweh, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. And see, there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Shimeon. And this man was righteous and dedicated, looking for the comforting of Israel, and the set-apart spirit was upon him. And it had been revealed to him by the set-apart spirit that he would not see death before he sees the Messiah of Yahweh. And he came in the spirit into the set-apart place. And as the parents brought in the child YHUH to do him according to the usual practice of the Torah. Well, we can see here the presentation of the firstborn YHUH, the Messiah. That the Eternal One may clear out your mind for you to understand the Torah. And I stop here, and I would like to give you my shalom, my brachot. Next week, on Thursday, we're going to come back to continue with this teaching of the Torah. I would like to grant, I would like to thank you. I would like to thank all of those that it has given us your manifestation and of care, of love, and have been watching our studies in Portuguese, in English, and Spanish, and Hebrew, in the Facebook and in the YouTube. Shalom and Zot Ra Brachot Shel Zaken Assaf Lachem. Shalom Yahweh Machem Ad Katzar Ad Rash Avua Rabah. Shalom.